So it's about institutions. Now, if you have a weak parliament that does not do its job on checks and balances, that's why now
Uh,
this Gen Z is
Abdi,
really woken
I
us
would
up.
really disagree with you. It's always
Okay.
also, if you put me in in an institute, if no matter how good that institute is, if I'm not doing my job, it's
Yes.
gonna crumble down on me. Okay, but again, we don't have to be opinion. Let's go to Major, Mr. Major, Kasim, and then Franklin. Major, you're back, but you're not speaking. Kasim, go. Or Major, are you able to speak now? Okay,
Hello?
hello, yes, go, please. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
2 minutes each.
Are you
Yes, I can
getting
get
me?
you. Because you are close. Yeah.
Thank you. Asante sana. Mimi naitwa Mr. Bunyasi kutoka Mombasa. Nashukuru sana kwa hii mjadala, ni nzuri sana. Langu ni kuhusiana na vile heading umesema, cabinet devolution, what next? Mimi ni millennium, close to Gen Z. First of all, I'm very happy with what is going on. Kitu ile president leo amefanya, mimi sijefurahi, niko tu vile tulikuwa mara ya kwanza. Kwa sababu gani? Wewe kama kiongozi ulipochagua viongozi wako ama wasaidizi wako na umeona wajafanya kazi, wewe kama kiongozi mwema katika nchi unastahili ufanye nini? Waondoe. Lakini baada vijana wameenda njiani, wengine wameaga, tumesukuma, that is the time now anasema tumeondoa hawa walikuwa wafanyi kazi, na amekaa nao karibu miaka miwili. Hii inaonyesha kwamba moyo wake bado uko mbali sana na sisi. Mimi ningeomba vijana ama Wakenya wote tuendelee kuungana, kusukuma, tutafute Kenya mpya. Maana hata sasa hata rais kama yupo, mimi bado namuona yeye sio rais ambaye anaweza kutusaidia. Maana ni lazima wengine wamwage damu ndiye afanye jambo. Ni lazima tufanye jambo fulani ndiye afanye jambo. Naonelea tuendelee kusikuma, tusibaki mahali pale. Tusukume nini? Tuangalie these three arms of the government. Tuangalie executive, tuangalie parliament, na tuangalie judiciary. Judiciary leo hii imefinywa, na imefinywa kwa sababu ya executive. So, judiciary ikisimama, ikiwa strong, ikiwa na uwezo wake, hii maneno ya corruption itakuwa rahisi. Lakini sisi kama vijana tukisema corruption no, na ukiangalia judiciary hawajapata pesa ambayo inastahili, hajapewa hiyo mamlaka kamili. Ukipata judiciary anasimama, unapata rais anamfinya ama executive inafinya. Sasa kwa ufupi, sisi kama vijana tuendelee kusukuma ili tupate revolution kwa kila mahali. Kitu kingine kuhusiana na mambo ya polisi, ile walifanya ni sawa, umedissolve cabinet, lakini ukiangalia kwa undani cabinet inakuwa attached mahali padogo sana. Angalia huyu Koome pale Nairobi yenye alifanya, rais hajamuongelea. Vijana ambao walipotea, rais hajaongea. Vijana ambao wameaga, rais hajaongea. Hizo familia ambayo imeathirika, rais hajaongea. Hiyo inamaanisha rais bado kuna jambo private ako naye moyoni, hajaamua kutusaidia. What next? What next ni tuingie tena, tuendelee kwenda uwanjani. Tuendelee kwenda uwanjani, tusukume mambo mengine. Hata kama rais hawezi toka State House, lakini aone kwamba tunahitaji Kenya mpya. Na Kenya mpya taipata namna gani? Angalia walimu wanaumia. Mimi ni mwalimu na sijaandikwa bado na serikali, lakini huwa naungana na walimu wenzangu. Twende upande wa shule za serikali. Kuna watoto wa grade ya 7 na 8 wanaumia. Kwa mfano, serikali imeandika tu walimu wawili. Unapata wanafunzi zaidi ya 200 wako na walimu wawili. Unapata wanafunzi zaidi ya 300 wana mwalimu mmoja ambaye ameandikwa, ambaye yuko kwa intern. Na huyu mwalimu aliandika mwaka 2022. Mwingine aliandika mwaka 2023. So unapata walimu wanaumia sana na watoto wanaumia sana. Ningeomba sisi kama vijana Kenya nzima tusimame ili tusonge mbele. Asanteni sana, siwezi chukua muda mrefu. Shukrani.
Asante sana Meya kwa kuungana nasi katika hii mjadala, na asante sana.
Yes.
Na hivyo umeongea vema, manake pia tunahitaji kuangalia ni mahitaji gani tuko nayo na ni vipi tunaweza kusaidika, ndio tusipate kuzubaa tukifikiria yote ni mema lakini sio hivyo vile iko. Na shukrani tena sana, na ni vizuri kuongea nawe katika hii mjadala. Basi twaenda kwa Kasim alafu Franklin. Dr. Kasim?
Oh, thank you much.
You're welcome.
I want to you can get me
loud and clear.
I want to start where the former speaker said, if we have been hearing Ruto talk of the Gen Z demonstrations were fair and they should have done. But I have a question here. It is Ruto who came up, when Ruto appointed his cabinet, he also appointed Koome as the IG. Why is he leaving him? I think he should have gone together with his cabinet. This person he brought, Adamson Bugay, is the one who was leading the killing of demonstrators in Nairobi. Why is he still the police boss in Nairobi? If he is ever serious with what he's doing. These are two people who should go on now. Now, the other issue is about this recall of MPs. As we think of recalling MPs, there are 4 MPs. There are 4 people in cabinet in the parliament. Sylvanus Osoro, Kimani Ichung'wah, Kimani Kuria, and the speaker. We can't wait for them to be recalled. These are people who should be forced to go home if ever we want any Kenya. They are the source of the problems we have. Then the thing you should be asking ourselves is, do we have anybody, because the way things are going, Ruto is not ready to resign. And we have anyone who can we do some posters targeting some specific MPs, the likes of Babu Owino who have been supporting us? We force them to take a motion of impeachment to parliament to impeach Ruto. Then we see how the people will vote. If ever they are ready to because the speaker say the Sophie cabinet is just a very small thing. There is more than that. If he's serious with the Sophie cabinet, then Mudavadi should have gone. We have people who have been kidnapped. And all the MPs around our movie talking of Gen Z are doing well. Their demonstrations were peaceful, but we don't see anything about the people who were kidnapped. We don't see anything about the people who are being killed every day. Then the other thing I wanted to look at is if he is able to constitute a cabinet, if he decides not to go, I think we should stand the ground and say bring professionals to the cabinet, not politicians. Then he's talked of people above 60 should go home. It should be very clear. Who are these people above 60? Because there are some boards which are people above 60 who are still serving there. Why should they be serving in the board? Then the last thing which I wish we should consider seriously is if we could convert this movement to a mega political party. That's the only way we will vote.
Lakini unasikia some
Yes.
of them.
So if there was a way we could convert this movement.
Dr. Kasim, continue. I think somebody was just interrupting you because their mic was not muted. Continue as you land. Back to you.
Yes, I would say if there was a way we could convert this Gen Z of ours to a movement and some sort of a political party so that we empower ourselves, then we move together as one. We see how we are going to throw these people out of power come 2027 if they are not willing to go now. Because unless we make it that way, we will not be able to fight for our needs. And these people are not willing to fight for us. I was looking at a clip where I saw Mudavadi when he was being interviewed for the Prime Cabinet slot. He was talking of his worth 1.3 billion. You ask yourself, if you say you are worth 1.3 billion and you don't want to table for us how you meant this money, is this not money stolen? Now, the last one, before I stop, is are we going to get a lifestyle audit of these cabinet secretaries who have gone? How much did they have in 2022 before Ruto appointed them? And what do they have now? If there is anything they have stolen from the public, they return before they misuse the funds. Otherwise, thank you so much. I have only that.
Thank you for your submission there. Very great points that you put across. If none of the co-hosts have something to chime in on, let's proceed with Franklin.
Yeah, Mike, thank you
Hello.
so much. Because of let me just chime in for 30 seconds.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have let me say let me not call it, I'm not a lawyer, but we have a legal lacuna in our eyes, and we have to specifically look at ways and means of for us to cross the bridge or cross the river using a wonderful bridge. As we speak right now, even the seal for the government, which is supposed to be in the Attorney General's office, is not. We don't know where it is. Yeah, we know there is a solicitor, whatever solicitor general, whatever they call him, is the legal advisor to the president, but is not qualified, or is not the bona fide person who is supposed to be keeping that particular seal. So the IEBC is not there. We have trouble with the parliament. We have some trouble with judiciary, but at least judiciary we are a little bit comfortable. And unfortunately, one of the gallant soldiers died yesterday, and you should really mourn Majanja, because Majanja is the judge who threw away the house levy thing, but it was brought back through the back door in parliament. So we still have lots of things to do. Let's really focus on deliverables and ensure that we get the very best out of what we are looking forward. We are staring at a national. We are staring at a national. A government of national unity. That is actually what Ruto is bringing forward, and we should keenly look at what he's deciding to do. But I think for now, the very best option is for him to call a snap election, and he should go home. That is the very best way possible for us to make things actually work in Kenya. If without that, I'm telling you, everybody will be tracked down. Things will really look so weird, and they'll take you, and we'll not even know where they drop you. Unfortunately, that is the scenario we are going to encounter in the few days coming. Thank you so much.
Thanks. And I would like to, if Franklin, I'm going to give you the mic, but if there's a lawyer in here, my question is, does the ruling government have the mandate to form a government of national unity? Because to my understanding, the prerequisites of forming it is because when there's like maybe crisis, post-electoral violence and things like that. But in this case, it's actually the citizens who are taking the mandate from the ruling president. So can he then come back and say, well, I'm not going home, but I'm just forming a government of national unity? Do they still have the legal mandate, or what? I would like any lawyer who's in to answer that. Franklin, please. Franklin, can you proceed as
Hello,
a lawyer?
hello,
Hello,
Maj.
yeah, okay, go
Hello,
ahead.
Maj. Thank you so much for this opportunity, you and the host, and having this space. I came in a little late, but I've listened to a number of speakers, and really nice to hear very wonderful points and insights on what should go next. First of all, I have to thank all the Kenyans who are here and all the Kenyans in Kenya who have participated in this mandamano and especially the Gen Z to bring change. I have to say that, and for those who have lost their lives, Paul Esana, I have to say that at Kenya we are ripe for a change. I mean, sometimes time for change is time comes so right for change, so nothing can stop it. We totally understand lots of wastage, excessive wastage of resources at the top, and lots of poor governance. There's lack of genuine leadership, genuine being Kenyans not being told the truth and being truthful from the government. And I have to say that I'll mix myself all over, but I have to say that power is not given; it's taken sometimes, and it's time that we kind of increase the pressure on the government to bring all the changes we need. And like speakers who have spoken before me and in other forums, that the best way is either to call snap elections and all the old government to resign, and we start with a clean slate. We have a challenge in Kenya. The issue of corruption has been going on for the longest time. I read some article one time that in Kenya everybody is corrupt, even the grandmothers. So one way is, we need to drain the swamp at the government level at the top. Then also lots of serious civic education and thinking on how we can have a new, fresh government, people with who have goodwill to serve the people of Kenya. It's very sad. I didn't introduce myself. I just jumped in to discuss. My name is Franklin. I'm abroad here in Helsinki, Finland, and it's very sad when I'm a regular visitor to Kenya, but it's very sad to see how Kenya having all these potential resources, how it's like no sector is working okay. No sector, whether it's education. Education, we go in the first place. So that's my take.